Hey guys, what's up? Dan here. Welcome to Bare Minimum League Start Edition episode 2. I've already shown you 4 farming strategies that you can use in white tier maps to generate anywhere from 100 up to 300 chaos per hour. Now it's time that I show you a cheap build that can be used to farm those strategies. We're gonna be running a Minion Necromancer on a budget of 70 chaos or so. In terms of defenses, we have Determination, Defiance Banner, Shock Immunity, Block and Spell Block Cap for Endurance charges, a cast when damage taken Molten Shell setup, Phasing, an army of minions that allow us to play safe, and we're also running at 200% movement speed most of the time. Now, in case this is not enough and you do happen to die, your boy has set you up with a cast on death portal that should almost never ever be missing from a league starter. Let's take a quick look at the gear. Okay boys, and here is the gear. As you can see, we're running a Tabula Rasa. This is gonna be our 6th link, and we're also running a Darkness Enthroned Stygian Vice. The rest of the gear is Life and Res. Life and Res here, Life and Res here, Life and Res here, the same here, the same here, the same here, Life and Res on the shield. We have a Trigger Wand, and we have a little bit of stats. We have some Dexterity on this boots right here, and we also have a little bit of Dexterity on the ring. However, please keep in mind you're not gonna need this much Dexterity on the ring. This is just something that I happen to be using from my previous character of the 3.18 league. As for our skill gems, we have our Control Distraction, Elemental Focus, GMP, and Raise Spectre. We have 3 Frost Auto Scouts. In the Tabula Rasa, we have Val Summon Skeletons, Raise Zombie, a dual 5-link setup with Fortify, Multi-Strike, Feeding Frenzy, and Melee Fist. Here we have Minion Life Support with Maim and Animate Guardian. In the boots we have Tempest Shield, Phase Run level 1, Vulnerability and Determination. In the gloves we have cast when damage taken linked to Molten Shell, and we also have our cast on death portal setup right here in the gloves. In our Trigger Wand we have Defiance Banner, we have Desecrate and Flesh Offering. This would pretty much be all of the skill gems that are needed for this build to function. As for our flasks, we have a Divine Life Flask, which is instant recovery when on no life with immunity to bleeding and corrupted blood. We have a Phasing Flask with Freeze and Chill. We have a Granite Flask, which gives us a little bit of armor. We have a Quicksilver Flask, which gives us elemental resistances during flask effect. This is gonna be quite nice if you're just capped on elemental resistances and you wanna run elemental weakness maps. And then we have mana flasks here, as you can see, because this is gonna be needed from time to time. Your possible upgrades after you're done with this setup is gonna be a chest piece corrupted like this one with high armor base. And also please keep in mind I am simulating a worst case scenario. I am not running Grace. However, the pieces of gear that I'm using are on evasion rating basis. As you can see, we have ES and evasion rating pretty much the same here and here. So we're not really scaling any armor on our build. And also, since the Defiance Banner is gonna be nerfed, let's see where it is. I decided to leave it at level 1 to try to simulate the nerfs. So okay, so it's here, as you can see, level 1. So this would pretty much be the gear and the skill gems. Regarding the playstyle, you're just gonna be summoning your skeletons, and with your Trigger Wand, when you double summon your skeletons, you're gonna cast the Flesh Offering here and also the Desecrate. Really simple, fun playstyle. With the Phase Run, as you can see here, we have a duration of around 3 seconds, and we are running at around 200% movement speed when we have the phase buff, the Phase Run buff up and the movement speed. Okay, so as you can see, around 200% movement speed. As for our Pantheon, I decided to go with Soul of Lunaris and also with Soul of Freslata. You can definitely change some things around, that is up to you. Let's jump into POB so that we can take a look at the pathing, the skill tree and our ascendancy. And this would be our skill tree. As you can see, we are around level 92. You're gonna start here. The first stop is gonna be Minion Instability. Using Summon Skeletons linked to Infernal Legion, you're gonna be burning the enemies, and also when the skeletons reach low life, they're gonna explode, dealing decent amount of damage. This is gonna be how you're gonna be running the campaign. After you take Minion Instability, you're gonna be taking Indomitable Army and also a Grave Intentions. You're gonna go here and take Ravenous Horde, you know, take Mystic Bulwark, take the Life Wheel, go down, come here and take a Practical Application for some stats. If you want to, you can also take Heart and Soul here, go to the left, come here, After you reach this point, go top and take the +1 Spectre, Zombie and Skeleton. After you're done with this part, come here and take these nodes. These are gonna be changed in the next league. They're gonna be giving you a minion critical strike chance and a crit multiplier. Come here, take the life wheel, take these points right here. Don't yet take the endurance charges since you're not gonna have the enduring composure small cluster jewel just yet. So we were left here. Come here, take the life wheel, go to the left, take this wheel right here, go down, take this, take the glancing blows and finish up your skill tree. Now in case you need some stats, you have agility, might, and you also have expertise right here. And also if you need more chaos resistance, you can also take this node right here. As you can see, I have around the 53 chaos, and if I take this, I am fully capped. I'm probably not gonna be taking this. I'm gonna fix my chaos resistance using items. However, I'm trying to simulate what your league start gear is gonna look like, right? So really cheap gear. Our budget is around 50-70 chaos, something like that. So let's say that you reach maps, right, and you're not gonna have level 92. Well, what exactly can you drop from this skill tree? Well, you can drop these 4 points here, and you can drop another 5 from here. You don't need to be fully spell block capped with the glancing blows just as you're finishing the campaign. So you can drop these points right here, and you can also maybe drop these points right here and also these. So you're gonna be around level 70, right? So if you need to drop something, this right here, and with these two, you're gonna be around level 70 without any issues, just as you're finishing up the campaign. Let's take a quick look at the gems. This is not an inflated POB. As you can see, we have our specters around level 17 on the supports there. Here we only have the auras at high level because I didn't manage to buy them at lower level at this point in the league. Level 15 here, 15 Animate Guardian with level 18 and 14 Maim. We have the Val Molten Shell and Cast when damage taken setup. We have our Cast on Death Portal setup, and this would be our main damage link, the Val Summon Skeletons with the Zombies. This is a 5 link, as you can see here, level 18 gems and only level 20 on the Feasting Frenzy, but this doesn't really matter that much in regards to the levels. Let's check the configuration. The enemy is maimed, Feeding Frenzy is active, we are using endurance charges. Our minions have Onslaught and they have Unholy Might, and we have used the minion skill recently. This is gonna be the Animate Guardian setup, Dying Breath Staff, Lyric-Cast Mask. You're also gonna be running Ambush Charge as a chest piece, and for the boots, I currently have no idea. Please check the pin comment of this video. I'm gonna have to study a little bit more and find a really nice pair of boots for our cheap Animate Guardian. In case the community won't be able to find a good cheap pair of boots for our Animate Guardian, you can just run whatever you find with some resistances, maybe a little bit of chaos resistance for your Animate Guardian. Let's take a quick look at our minions. Okay, so as you can see, these would be our stats. They have Fire, Cold, Lightning and Chaos resistance. They're looking quite nice. We're gonna be losing 20% resistances from the tree, however they're still gonna be overcapped here, and this would pretty much be the build. Okay, so let me show you these things right here. So the Masteries, we have 8 to all maximum element resistances. This right here, 30% maximum life. We have 50 to maximum life, 20% increased effect of offerings. We have minions recover 5% of life on minion death. This is very important. We're gonna come back to this later. We have minions have 25% chance to gain Unholy Might for 4 seconds on kill. This is to simulate how our ascendancy is gonna look like. As you can see, I have not spec'd into Unnatural Strength. And we have Determination, Mana Reservation Efficiency, 1% chance to block attack damage per 5% chance to block on equipped shield. We have 100% critical strike chance for the minions. And we have here minions overwhelm, 20% physical damage reduction. And here we have a 10% increased maximum life. Let's take a quick look at the ascendancy. As you can see, we have Commander of Darkness, Mindless Aggression, and Mistress of Sacrifice, and you're also gonna be taking Unnatural Strength. This is gonna give your minions permanent Unholy Might in 3.19. As for our defenses, as you can see, we have an effective hit pool of around 57k. We're doing very good against Fizz, okay against Elemental, and decent against Chaos. Please keep in mind, we're not capped. If we're gonna be capped, we're gonna be okay against Chaos as well. An overkill amount of defenses for the farming strategies that I have shown you in the previous video. Around the 200% movement speed with our buffs, this would be our resistances, around 4k life or so. And this would pretty much be the build. Let's take a quick look at how you're gonna be keeping your minions alive if you do decide to take them into high tier maps. Okay boys, and we have minions recover 5% of life on minion death. If you're gonna be taking this build into red tier maps, which is probably not something that you should do, this is intended for you to farm your first 10 to 20x and then you make a better build to take into red tier maps. However, let's be honest, I'm probably also gonna take it to red tier maps and into Atlas completion. So how do we keep our minions alive? Well, you're gonna be using summon skeletons here, and the other minions are gonna recover 5% of their life on minion death. Whenever you get to the cap of 9 skeletons and you start summoning more and more, the skeletons that are desummoned, because you have a cap of 9, count as dying. So you're gonna be regening their life like this. Let's run a quick tier 16 map on this build. Again, you should not be running tier 16 on this setup. We don't have enough damage. However, if you're gonna be running tier 16 maps, you can farm Blights. Please keep in mind the Blight scarab may actually be really expensive and you don't have a 100% rate of completion on your Blight encounters. So yeah, I'm really not sure if you should be doing this. I'm probably gonna do it, however I wouldn't really recommend it. It's better to use it with the farming strategies and just the speed farm essences in white tier maps. So as you can see, this is how our clear is looking like. Now we can try this essence right here. However, please keep in mind essences in 316 maps are really OP. Let's fill up the Val summon skeletons first and see how it goes with tier 16 essence. Okay, so please keep in mind this essence right here has only 2 modes, right? Shrieking, Zeal and Anger. One is Screaming, one is Shrieking, so we should be okay. So let's see how this goes. So it's doing okay. However, again, this is not how all of your essence farming is gonna look like in a tier 16 maps, and by this time in white tier maps you would have fully killed these guys without any issues, and you would have pretty much gotten the same essences. So yeah, I really wouldn't recommend that you take this build into tier 16s, but it is what it is. If you want to push hard content, you can definitely do that. If we have an essence like here, just a Screaming essence, and this is not gonna be any issue, right? And as you can see, our survivability is also quite okay, right? We have our Molten Shell. Your Molten Shell is gonna be bigger than mine because I'm not running any armor pieces. Now see, here is where it's gonna start getting dangerous whenever you get to 3 essences, right? So let's fill up the Val summon skeletons and see if we can actually do it.
When I'm ready,
So let's do this. Okay. Okay. Now again, this is really not what we should be doing with the 70 gears build, guys. However, as you can see, it's doing okay. We're zerging them and we're gonna kill them eventually, right? So for those of you that had any doubts about me recommending you to farm essences in white tier maps, you're gonna be able to speed farm essences in white tier maps. Okay. However, you're not gonna be able to farm essences efficiently in red tier maps. We're pretty much wasting our time by farming high tier content on a build that doesn't really have enough DPS. But if you wanna push red tier maps with this build, you can definitely do that. However, when we're gonna get to the map boss, you're gonna start agreeing with me, and you're gonna notice that our map boss runtime is not gonna be really nice. We're probably gonna take, I don't know, a minute maybe to kill the map boss. Okay, so okay, as you can see, we're definitely doing okay. However, this is a speed farmer for white maps and probably also for yellow tier maps. We'll have to see exactly how it functions in the next league. There's a hidden nerf, sort of a hidden nerf that I can't really account for in POB. Skeletons have a 50% efficiency of added damage or something like that. I'm really not sure how to calculate that in POB. However, at the same time, we don't have the buff the Lyricast mask, and we also don't have these nodes right here that give us minion crit strike chance and multiplier. So your damage is probably gonna be the same. Let's try to do the Blight encounters. So for Blight encounters, this is a very risky content. If you plan on doing Blight encounters with this 70 chaos build in tier 16 maps, do not take immune response, okay? This is gonna make them near impossible to complete on this setup right here. And you're gonna have to be really good at your tower placement. There's gonna be a few types of Blight encounters. Ones that have a single lane and multiple lanes that converge into a single one. You're gonna be able to fully complete those without any issues. However, if you spawn a Blight encounter that's gonna have one lane to the right, one to the left, one top and one bottom, you're not gonna have enough DPS to fully complete it. So I'm gonna show you both scenarios. Let's see what type of Blight encounter we get in this one. Okay, so this this is absolutely impossible for this build. I really, yeah. So we're gonna try it so that you can see how it goes. But yes, this is not enough DPS. Okay, so we don't have enough DPS to fully clear this. However, no. Let's give it a fair shot, right? Okay. So as you can see, we're already leaking. It's not looking that great, right? And so you need more DPS, guys. So this was the type of Blight encounter that you're not gonna be able to complete. Let's try to kill the map boss, and then I'm gonna show you the type of Blight encounter that you're gonna be able to complete without any issues. Okay, so this is gonna be our map boss here. Try to keep your distance, don't get close to him. This is why you're playing minions. Damage is okay, however, please keep in mind we are running pretty much no defense modes on the map, right? So do bear that in mind. Okay, you're not gonna be one shot, you're probably gonna be 2 shot, 3 shot from here, right? So you just spam Val summon skeletons and your skeletons and you curse him with your vulnerability and he's gonna die. However, this is not fast, this is not efficient. Okay boys, and here we have another Blight encounter. Let's see if we're lucky with the lanes. Okay, so as you can see, this is the type encounter that you're gonna be able to complete without any issues, right? So you have multiple lanes that are converging into a single lane. However, you still need to be mindful about your tower placement, about your minion placement. Your Animate Guardian may die because the Blight Fire Gate does a lot of damage. So again, this is not something that I recommend that you do, only if you really know what you're doing. This is a 70 chaos build after all. You should not be running tier 16 Blight encounters with it. You can definitely do it, however, it's not recommended. And even I fail quite a lot of these. Although I know what I'm doing, I still do fail quite a lot of these. So yeah, we're gonna be spamming these guys here with the seismic towers. We're gonna lag a lot. Okay, so 2 seismics should be able to hold them. Okay, and now we're probably gonna make arc tower here. Yeah, an arc tower should be okay. So let me get this up and ready so that we can defend this area right here. Let's make another empowering here. Okay, so as you can see, we are doing quite okay. Let's also make a summoning tower. Get a few scout minions up and running. And the bosses are not gonna be any issues because you're gonna be blocking them with your Val summon skeletons, right? So the boss is gonna be pretty much stuck here, and I'm gonna be using meteor tower here to kill this boss. Now hopefully this is not the boss that multiplies when he dies. We're gonna have to see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, if you're good with tower placement, you're not gonna fail these. However, even I fail quite a lot of these right here, so let's see what type of loot we get.
When I'm ready and not before.
Pushing tier 16 blights on this low budget is definitely not something that you wanna do. Right, the Arch Nemesis monsters, exploding, destroying, killing your minions. Now, if you would have gotten a lot of gates here that are immune to seismic, you would have had no chance of completing this, right? Because you don't have enough damage and we're pretty much relying on seismic towers to keep the monsters stuck in place. Okay, so you know it can definitely be done. However, I really don't recommend it. You know, ooh, 2 blighted maps, nice. Ooh, oh my God, end of park map. Al-Hezmin map, really nice. Okay, let's see what we get here. Okay, 20% quality thunder. We have some blight cysts here and a silver oil. Okay, this is looking quite nice, guys. And now let's speed farm a white tier map. We're gonna be running essences. If you happen to have a little bit of extra currency at least start, my recommendation would be to go for the essence craft on the map device as well. So I really like this bug right here with the essences. And we're gonna be ending the video after this. So this is probably what you should be doing, because it's gonna be a lot faster and you're gonna be making a lot more currency, right? So you can definitely run deliriums. I'm not gonna spend my time doing that. Okay, so let's just run the essences and see how fast we can actually kill them. Okay. So as you can see, really nice, really fast. Okay, so this is gonna be a very good example, right? This is something very dangerous. Okay, so for this, cast your valve, summon skeletons, cast your skeletons here, click on this, click on space. Okay, you're not gonna be able to farm an essence like this one in red tier maps, and as you can see, this is really big money at league start right here. Okay, so yes guys, speed farm essences in white tier maps and make a lot of currency. Don't waste your time in red tier maps unless you have a really good build. You shouldn't be spending your time in red tier maps. So as you can see, I'm just jumping to the map. I really don't want to kill the trash. That's just gonna be wasting my time. I want to go for the high value targets. Okay, essences, strong boxes, the delirium mirror. So for this map I would have fully cleared it with the delirium mirror. However, I just wanted to show you how your average map is gonna look like, because you're not gonna be spawning a lot of delirium mirrors. Okay, we have a strong box, so let's fully clear it. Maybe we get something nice, we probably won't, but you know, we're gonna be getting operative strong boxes. The scarabs are gonna be really nice. We have another essence here and we have a diviner strong box. Cool. While summon skeletons, summon the skeletons. Right. And these are pretty tanky monsters, right? I think these are carrion golems or something like that. So as you can see, we are killing them really fast. Let's open this strong box right here.
When I'm ready and not before.
Oh, we have a little bit of currency from the strong boxes, right? So there was somebody that was telling me that we made actually more currency from the monsters of the map compared to the high value targets. But yeah, it's gonna happen from time to time that you're gonna have duds when you run these maps. However, as you can see, we are definitely making a lot of currency in this one. And so this is how your average map is gonna look like. Okay, so let's try to kill the map boss, and this is gonna be the end of the map. Okay, I hope that you have a great league start. Thank you for watching, good luck as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.